Today is going to be a rant, rave, and complain video, and I know that you guys all love watching your content creators bitch about things on the internet, so this is going to be one of those healthy doses of rage content, so you're welcome. I hate summertime, and it's not that it's hot outside, it's not that it's buggy outside, it's not that I've got a lot of other stuff that I have to do in the summertime that otherwise isn't a factor that has to be worked into my schedule. No. The reason I hate summer is that I work in the gun industry, and the gun industry absolutely breaks in summertime. I'm making this video today for a couple different reasons. First of all is my sanity, but then, your guys' entertainment, obviously, but also I was in a conversation yesterday with a gentleman that I've been working with for a couple years in the gun industry, and we were talking about one of the first conversations that we ever had surrounding this time of year, and this year happens to be a particularly bad one, and it brought up some of those previous conversations, and I was like, you know what? I can just make a video about that and tell people about what's going on. So this threw me for a loop. When I first started doing stuff in this space, if you told me that the time of the year that was going to be the least active was going to be the time when everybody was out using the stuff, I would have told you that you were bonkers. But yeah, that's how it works. The lowest point in this industry is in the summertime, when everybody should be out actually doing stuff. The rest of the year is fine. When it's cold outside and nobody's actually using this stuff, except for the hardcore among us, sales are through the roof. It's amazing to me that this is the way this industry operates. Now, I am somewhat insulated from this because I work in like R&D and content production and stuff like that. So I don't physically have to go out and sell my stuff to anybody like consumer wise, right? My business is a very business to business type of business. It sounded weird. I don't know why. So when it's hit in earnest and it's really slow, I can usually just retreat into content production and let that kind of soak up the overhead, so to speak. But the other thing that drastically impacts the industry cycle is the fact that the whole industry operates off of a contrived show schedule. And everybody goes out and they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year on a single show. And they pack all their marketing efforts into a single show. The expenditures from SHOT Show every year are staggering. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually enjoy SHOT Show as an effective industry show. Like, I think it's very effective, and I'm not decrying the show itself. I'm absolutely going every year. However, what ends up happening is you have this huge expenditure at the beginning of the year, and then in the middle of the summer, when we're actually out doing stuff and the companies are actually making new product and getting it out for testing, they're broke. So they don't pay their bills. I have over $20,000 in open invoices out right now, most of which are over 2 months old. Many of them are over 3 months old that I can't even get people to return emails on. And the only thing that safeguards that is the fact that they will be back later, and we all talk. You don't pay your bills in the gun industry, people find out about it, and you can't get anything done. So I've got one right now where literally it's just an affiliate program where they just decided to cancel the affiliate program on everybody and didn't tell anybody until somebody finally went in and checked to see if the codes were still working. And sure enough, no, they're just like, meh, they just dropped off the face of the earth, didn't tell anybody, right? This is the kind of shady crap that happens here. And it's fairly disgusting, I will say. So if you would like to support my business, you can do so by simply supporting my clients that actually do pay their bills. And you can find that information over on the affiliates page. And speaking of which, I'm pretty sure that they won't mind being thrown into this video. We're going to hear a word from Kentuckiana Gunworks. Kentuckiana Gunworks is best known for their research and development into lubrication technology. They use their enhanced reliability oil on a daily basis, but they've started to move into some other stuff. Like, for instance, they recently came out with their slings. equipped with a fast adjust that allows you to get out of it really quickly. And they've also recently released their minimalist quick-released sling retainers. KGW offers VSO subscribers a discount, and you can find that information over at the affiliates page. Special thanks to them for making today's video possible. I was really hoping that the whole incident with the was going to break the show season loops, so to speak. I mean, there are companies that literally go on the road for 3 months, and that's all they do. The amount of money that is expended in booth rent and just having your personnel stand in a box and stare at the wall hoping somebody walks by to talk to them is insane. And I was really hoping that there was going to be some light at the end of the tunnel on that people would see that you didn't have to put out that kind of expenditure in that way to be effective in the market. It looks to me, although, that didn't happen, and it's just simply been exacerbated by some of the processes that were put in place because of that whole incident. And what we see now is that the expenditures are higher than ever, which makes absolutely no sense to me, because I can take a fraction of the expenditures on those sort of things and make it go much, much farther. You guys don't go there. Do you guys pay attention to anything that happens from the show floor or SHOT Show? Maybe one or two things, right? I know, because I report on it every year, and you guys, by and large, don't give a fuck. I'm in no way, shape, or form saying that we should just eliminate all trade shows. Like, that would be asinine as well. But what I'm saying is that this idea that we can just throw a whole bunch of money away at the beginning of the year and then wonder why nobody's paying attention to us in the middle of the year, and then scramble at the end of the year to try to actually make some sales so we can make payroll, it's not working. It might have worked at one time, but it's never going to work like that again. It's not feasible. And the only companies that can survive that sort of thing are the super megas. And everybody who is trying to pretend to be super mega is just simply undercutting their business. So I guess that's my rant on working in the guns in the summertime. It's a silly place. I don't suggest it.